In ancient times, flocks, sheep, and herds symbolizes wealth or riches. So, right, blessed day everyone. Today, I'm excited to share with you a simple Bible verse that can be the foundation of a sound financial plan. So today, we continue our walk and our meditation of Proverbs 27:23. Yeah. It says there, be diligent to know the condition of your flock and pay careful attention to your herds. For riches are not forever. Sabi natin, no, in ancient times, flocks, sheep, and herds, no, symbolizes wealth or riches. In our modern times ngayon, diba? It can actually pertain to our income, no, our salary, the money that we have earned through our labor, through our business. So, yeah, that being said, sabi doon, be diligent, no, in knowing where it is, where it goes, no, watch over it. So ibig sabihin, yun nga, pag sinabing diligent, talagang detalyehin mo pagka-receive mo nung income mo, whether from employment or from business, no, saan siya napupunta. No, kasi once you have received that, it's in your hands now, right? So yung decisions about spending it, it's up to you. So you have to be conscious, aware, bantayan mo, alagaan mo, protektahan mo, diba? So going back to the image of yung flock or sheep, kung ikaw ba merong mga alaga, no, basa-basa mo nilang mapababayaan silang mawala, diba? So hindi eh. That's why ganun din, similar din when it comes to our finances, no? Track every detail of your finances. So very important. Let me tell you about a story, no, about my former boss, no, former employer. He was a Jewish guy, no, he's based in the US. And when I went to his house sa Santa Barbara, I was fascinated kasi alam mo yung lahat ng cheque, he was already in his late 70s, 80s at that time. No, nakita ko, or actually pinakita niya, lahat ng checking inisyo niya, lahat ng mga resibo, since he started his business, in fact, he's working, mga 60s, dated 60s, I think yung mga checking nag-clear. He keeps it, no? So, as you know, di ba, Jewish people are really blessed and talented as far as business is concerned. So, sabi ko, galing nito. Talagang tinrack niya yung kanyang expenses, no? Papasok and palabas. So that being said, no, that's why he was very successful sa business niya. So ngayon ko lang parang makita, nga, no, maganda yun, no? Especially, it's because sabi nga sa Bible, be diligent, no? Be diligent to track your herds, your flocks, your income, your wealth, no? Saan pumupunta? Pag-isipan mabuti kung paano i-spend, right? So yeah, we need to have a spending plan. Okay, so next, sabi, pay careful attention, no, to your herd. So just like that, so every day, siguro every week, at the end of every week, no, maganda nga at the end of every day, no, we have a personal finance tracking system. No, tingnan mo, saan ba napunta, sulat mo, right? Ano ba yung mga pinagbibili mo, pinag-isipan ba siya, right? So meaning, is it an expense or is it something na merong return or a savings or investment? Diba? So at the end of the day, tignan mo, magkano yung kinita mo for the day, no? And magkano yung lumabas sa'yo? Positive ba or negative? No? Kasi everyday mo gawin yan, it compounds eh. Tsaka alam mo rin yung condition ng flock mo. Nauubos ba? Diba? Nagdidwindle ba siya? Or nadadagdagan? Diba? Malalaman mo everyday. Kasi pag every week, magugulat ka na lang. Uy, nag-over pala ako. So, diba? Be diligent in knowing the condition of your flock and know or pay full attention, give full attention to your herd, and also pertain to your job, no, or the thing that provides you with your income. So be diligent in your job, kasi sabi nga all hard work results into profit, no? So important that you are diligent in your job, no? So know the condition, no? So where are you in your career? Meron bang growth? How about your company? May future ba dyan? Now if you're not employed naman, the herds and the flocks, kung nasa business ka, just like we are, or self-employed ka, you're a doctor, a lawyer, or an architect, or a business person, the herds and the flocks can refer to your clients, no? And to your employees. First, clients. So, sa kliyente mo, sabi, again, know the condition, yan, of your clients, no? So, are they happy sa service mo? Diba? Are they referring new business to you? Are you delighting them? No? Kasi kung hindi, then your business will shrink. Diba? Unti-unti aalis yung kliyente mo, mababawasan, di rin magre-refer. So, magsishrink yung business mo. Again, just to tell you a story, this one was shared, yung partner naman ng boss ko before. He was a Filipino businessman na nakwento niya lang kasi before naging kliyente nila yung SGB, yung Sisip Gores Velayo, no, which is a big accounting firm now in the Philippines. You know, nakipag-deal siya kay Washington Sisip before, and nakita niya, actually, in-advise din siya ni Washington Sisip. Sabi sa kanya, yung S dun sa SGB, sa kanya, you know what, meron siyang parang pile of index cards. Nandun lahat yung listahan ng kliyente ng SGB when they were starting, no? Sabi niya, every day nire-review ko to, iniikutan ko to, ano yung status ng account nila, are they happy, no, with the service. So every day yun, it's a routine na. Washington Sisip was very diligent enough na reviewin yung condition ng mga kliyente nila. That's why lumaki, nakilala yung brand nila, diba? SGB ngayon, pag sinabi mo, talagang it's a reputable, respectable, big accounting firm in the country today. So again, it's a proof that it works, diba? So know the condition of your flock, your herd. Now, if yun yung sa kliyente, but business people also, diba, may mga empleyado rin, okay? Lalo na yung business is labor intensive, meaning there's something na pinoproduce, factory perhaps, an IT BPO firm perhaps, no, which that's my background. Ang what do you call this, our focus before, no, kaya lumaki din yung company namin, was always about productivity, no? So meron kami din monitoring yan. No? And we always think about ways on how to increase productivity. So that's the name of the game. I guess in every business, that's it, no, productivity. Now, of course, productivity depends upon people. Diba? Especially, sabi ko sa mga labor-intensive things, no? So, depends upon the people. So, know the condition of your employees. Are they happy? Diba? Are they problematic? Kasi kung hindi, kaka-error, diba? Which results to wastage, which results to cost and expenses. So, ayan, know the condition of your employees. Pero pag productive sila, no, mas nakakaisip sila ng ways on how to increase productivity, combine, what they call this, yung technology also, lalo na ngayon yung AI. Pag happy yung empleyado mo, lalo na yung mga executives mo, no, then productivity shoots up and profit shoots up. So everybody happy, diba? The company grows and multiplies. So again, going back, what's the foundation? Proverbs 27 verse 23 up to 27. Be diligent to know the condition of your flock and pay attention to your herd. So simple verse, but very, very powerful. This could be the foundation of your personal financial management. No? So this could be the framework, no, the structure where you can build your personal finance philosophy. So again, that's it. No? So I invite you to read and introspect and see, no, where it applies to you. So how do we apply? First, sabi natin, be diligent to track your finances. Alagaan mo, okay, yung pinagkatiwala sa iyo. Income. Alagaan mo yung pinagkatiwala sa iyong trabaho. Alagaan mo, bantayan mo, 'di ba? Full attention, no, doon sa negosyong pinagkatiwala sa iyo ng Panginoon. So, with that, good morning, blessed morning, bright morning to everyone. Godspeed.